Tell me what you see in me.
Shanquella Robinson was a beautiful 25-year-old woman. She was born January 9th in 1997, and with a natural bright spirit, she lighted up the room. But she also liked to party and have fun. She loved to travel. She went to numerous countries and also different states. She was just the all-around type of girl. Shanquella loved her friends and family, and she loved hanging out with them, but she also made time for her passions. She had a boutique, and she was also a popular kids hair braider. Shanquella was hoping to be as successful as she could in her city, in Charlotte, North Carolina. She had big dreams and a big light, but unfortunately, it was snuffed away from her on October 29th, 2022.
Trying to figure out what happened to their 25-year-old daughter. Shanquella Robinson's parents say she took a trip to Mexico last month with a group of friends. Her friends made it back, but she didn't. They say she was found dead. They were told what happened, but they tell me tonight they're not buying it.
Robinson attended a Cabo trip with her best friend Khalil and a few others named Winter, Alice, Nazir, Dejanay, and Malik. And in less than 24 hours of her arrival, she was dead. Each person on the trip had conflicting stories. No one told the same story, and that was very confusing and disheartening to her parents, especially since her best friend Khalil was on the trip. In fact, it was reported that Khalil contacted Robinson's mother and told her she wasn't feeling well. He told her that she had alcohol poisoning and that they were contacting the doctor for some help. Unfortunately for her, the help came too late and she passed away. What was odd to me was that everyone on the trip left a day early. When her family got the information from the medical examiner, it was stated that her neck was broken and her spine was fractured. She had bruising to the face, her eyes were swollen, she had knots on her head. She looked terrible. And how can that happen if she just had alcohol poisoning?
Robinson say their daughter, 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, traveled with friends from Charlotte to Cabo, Mexico on October the 28th.
I spoke with her Friday evening. She was having dinner. And I never spoke with her again.
The next day, their world changed.
On Saturday evening, they called and said she wasn't feeling well, and they was gonna call a doctor. But when they called, the doctor hadn't arrived yet, but they said she had alcohol poisoning.
They say they were told their daughter died from alcohol poisoning, but they don't believe that. They say they've heard different stories, and none of them add up.
We received a autopsy report on Thursday, and it said that her neck had been broke, and she had a back spinal cord was cracked. So that took it to a whole nother level.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of State said, quote, "We are aware of these reports. Protecting the welfare of U.S. citizens overseas is among our top priorities. Out of respect for the privacy of those involved, we have no further comment at this time." Shanquella's body arrived back in Charlotte on Thursday.
She had a heart of gold. She didn't mistreat nobody.
I mean, I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She gone.
Weeks later, questions remain.
We're not gonna stop until we get to the end of it.
They get to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the end of this.
I love him. So as I was on her Instagram, I found her best friend's page. And I was just curious to see what people were saying under it. And a lot of people were saying that, Jesus knows what happens. You left her for dead. He's such a terrible best friend. All of these things. And I can't help but wonder, what was he thinking? And why would he be a part of a lie towards his best friend? And if you thought that was bad, wait until you find out that there is a video moments up into her death. She was beaten and thrown around like a rag doll. I couldn't help but think of my sister or a family member of mine and how I would feel. In the video, you can hear someone literally say, "Shanquella, why are you not fighting back?" And it sounded like her best friend. Just based off of the videos I've heard on his page and her page alone, it sounded like him. And it sounded like he was the one recording as well because he was so close to the actual mic. This is her attacker, Dejanay Jackson. I mean, I'm very confused. Aspiring healthcare professional. Are you kidding? So this is really, really close to home because I went to school in Greensboro. It's just really eerie to know that you could have walked past a person like Dejanay. To walk past somebody who pretended that they wanted to help people in the future, aspiring to help people in the healthcare industry, yet could just take someone's life just like that, allegedly. I mean, the way she was beating her up and bullying her in that video was just unimpressive to me. It was embarrassing and showed the lack of integrity that she had, the lack of value that she had. She didn't value herself nor Shanquella. I just can't help but think what was going on in the minds of everyone in that room or in that house. And why didn't anyone tell the police, at least when they landed back into the U.S.? It just baffles my mind. I truly believe in my heart that everyone should receive a consequence for their actions or lack of. This is unacceptable. This is another Black life lost, taken, stolen for no reason. And I can't wait to see the updates and the true reason why her life was taken away. And it doesn't matter the reason, it's still unacceptable. But I want to understand why everyone is coming up with different stories. I just want to give a quick shout out to the NT Beat website. They gave thorough information. I believe they were in contact with her parents. So it was straight from the primary source. And also a shout out to Leah Gordon. I saw this video and I definitely got inspired. So, yeah.